The procedural vote to begin debating the $1.2 trillion infrastructure bill failed today as expected. For now, the bipartisan group of senators will continue negotiating the terms of the bill. In a statement, they say they are, quote, optimistic that we will finalize and be prepared to advance this historic bipartisan proposal to strengthen America's infrastructure and create good-paying jobs in the coming days. NBC News national political reporter Sahil Kapoor joins me now. So, Sahil, now that this vote has failed, what's next for Majority Leader Schumer?
Hey, Lindsay, the next move for Chuck Schumer is quite simply to bring this back up, and he's going to have to do it when the votes are there the next time around. This vote broke cleanly along party lines. 50 Democrats wanted to move forward, 50 Republicans did not. And Schumer at the end did a procedural thing where he changed his vote to no because that allows him to bring this up again. Now, as you mentioned, the negotiators want to be able to complete this deal in the next few days. And some senators I've spoken to say early next week, ideally Monday, is the target date to bring it back up again. But they appear to be getting close. They've seemingly been at the 1-yard line for quite some time now and are just ironing out some of the final details, they say.
Yeah, so let's talk about some of those final details. Do you think that they'll have a draft ready to review by next week?
That is certainly their goal. Whether it happens or not, it's a little bit hard to say, and I hesitate only because they keep pushing back their own deadlines, Lindsay, which is, again, not uncommon in Congress. But the bottom line in terms of what they are still hashing out is the financing mechanisms. The categories of spending, there are little kinks here and there that they've yet to figure out, but that's not a sticking point. They just need to make the numbers add up, particularly after they faced a setback a few days ago by having to put, exclude IRS enforcement money to more strictly collect taxes under existing laws. That is no longer in there, so they're just trying to make up the difference in that money.
All right. Note to self, Sahil is not a gambling man. All right, let's turn to the other chamber here. House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy. He's pulling all 5 of his selections from the January 6th Select Committee after Speaker Pelosi rejected 2 of them, Representatives Jim Jordan and Jim Banks. The committee has its first hearing next week. There's still one Republican on the committee, Liz Cheney. She spoke this afternoon and was pretty unfiltered. Let's listen.
At every opportunity, the minority leader has attempted to prevent the American people from understanding what happened, to block this investigation. The idea that anybody would be playing politics with an attack on the United States Capitol is despicable and is disgraceful.
Ooh, not mincing any words there. What did you make there of her comments?
Right, so let's look at what happened here, Lindsay. First, McCarthy put out his 5 picks for that committee, which he had under the resolution. But the resolution also gave Speaker Pelosi the power to veto any of them if she wanted to. And she chose today to veto 2 of them in particular, as you mentioned, Jim Jordan and Jim Banks. And she argued that they have connections to individuals or to meetings that link back to the riot on the Capitol, and she believes that they are not serious individuals who want to get to the truth. So she put out a statement earlier today saying she would veto them. McCarthy said that is unacceptable, and as a result, he was pulling all 5 of his appointees. Liz Cheney, who was an appointee of Speaker Pelosi, the one Republican that she put on that panel, was not supportive of McCarthy's decision. She's been a critic of the House Minority Leader and his handling of this entire situation, and she believes that he doesn't want to have a true, meaningful investigation of January 6th. So at the end of the day, those 8 appointees are enough to give Speaker Pelosi and the Democrats a quorum. They're going to conduct their business and do the hearing regardless. It just looks like it'll be more of a partisan committee than we thought before, Lindsay.
All right. Thank you so much, Sahil Kapoor. Good to see you.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.